Let me just make sure this worked. Give me a minute. This is the first time I've tried this on my PC, so I need to make sure that this is working properly. Let me spread that out a little bit. Hold on. Just gotta post a short on YouTube real quick. We're going all out here. Let's see. Do I get the multi-stream here? No, I don't. Shit. That was a, listen, that was a great Sunday Night Football game. Not the result I was hoping for by any means. I mean, you know what? It's fucking insane to me how, hold on. Hold on. I'm just typing out a short real quick. Hashtag. There we go. We're fucking selling out here, boys. I'm live. This is the first time I've ever gone live on TikTok and YouTube at the same time from my PC. So I just need to make sure everything's running fine before I get into the conversation. Got it. Eric says, I thought the Jets were going to win today. Eric, I felt good about the Jets. They look great. They really did. The Jets looked phenomenal today until about fucking like. Hold on. Is this working? Till what do you call it? Till they fumbled. Till Xavier Gipson fumbled the kickoff. That changed the entire game. That pretty much turned the game on its side. Flay, I like the new tag. Hey, it's Flay. I noticed you recovered barely. I barely recovered. Go Commanders. How about the New York Jets, dude? The Jets, like, did you watch that Bills game? I did, dude. What, like, the Bills have that like fucking devil magic with Josh Allen that we're just gonna see for the rest of our lives. We saw it with Tom Brady for all those fucking years, and now Josh Allen's the new. Josh Allen's that new devil that's like just gonna find ways to win no matter what. How about those Commanders? Dude, I didn't even watch much of that game. Go Yankees. Imagine your team not winning week one. I don't have to imagine. It's pretty much a normal thing every single year. I didn't watch any of that game. I heard the Commanders look good. I was busy watching the Jets. I never flipped over to the Giant game at all. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one as a Jet fan. I feel like I'm not interested in watching the Giants much. Like, especially when they're on at the same time. I was pretty much on the Jets the whole time. Raider Nation. The Raiders look good. I think the Patriots look really bad, too, which is good. Bro, how about Justin Fields, though? He looked like a dog. Justin Fields looked fantastic today. I thought that was probably the biggest surprise of the entire Sunday was Justin Fields and how good he looked. He was phenomenal. He made every throw. He looked comfortable in the pocket. He was getting out of the pocket. He was finding lanes to run. Defense just couldn't stop a fucking nosebleed today. You know, hopefully they patch some things up on the defensive side. Holy Bills comeback. That was one of the craziest, like, that Bills comeback was absolutely nuts. Nuts. Like, it's unbelievable that, like, now the Buffalo Bills are that team. Like, that, like, they have a guy like Josh Allen. Like I said, all those years. I'm dealing with Tom Brady. Tom Brady is ruining my days, my nights, every fucking week, and now it's Josh Allen. I'm excited for next week. Read my comment. Aaron Rodgers on track for 68 touchdowns this season. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers had a day. Look, I've always thought Aaron Rodgers, a lot of people like to blame Aaron Rodgers last year for the Jets' misery. Aaron Rodgers wasn't the issue a year ago. Aaron Rodgers was actually one of the only good parts of the New York Jets a year ago, which is crazy. It's crazy to think about. Go Bills. Thanks for the follow on TikTok. Appreciate that. 81 total points. Kobe scored 81. Oh, shit. DBs cost us the game. We need to fix our defense. I'm a Jet fan. I agree. The DBs absolutely ruined the game. Like, you know, Stevens, he had a terrible game. You know, a couple dumb penalties. Quincy Williams hitting what's his face out of bounds. Gainwell out of bounds was just bad. Micah Parsons looked good, Jerry. I mean, Micah Parsons had the one sack, but he didn't play much. Like, they really kept him on a pitch count, which I get. Jets are cursed 100%. The Jets are cursed. How can you not root for Josh Allen, man? Easy. I'm a Jet fan, and I know he's going to ruin my life. And I just know that he's absolutely going to be a thorn in my side forever. Bills-Rams Super Bowl. I don't know about that. I don't think the Rams are going to the Super Bowl. Packers didn't need Parsons to win today. I'll tell you what. The Lions looked very, very distraught without Ben Johnson running that offense, which is why I think the Bears come out tomorrow and dominate the Vikings. Oh, Aaron's got me on both channels right now. Aaron's on the YouTube side and the TikTok side. On September 12th, I made a song and YouTube music video I posted the other day. You should check it out. Yeah, sure. Got you. Jets look promising. I'm a Bills fan. The Jets look good today. The offense looked like it was running on all cylinders. The Jets offense looked fantastic. The defense, not so much. Stupid mistakes, dumb penalties. They got to figure that out. Flay, genuinely, I have a problem with these Pennsylvania teams this week. I'm a fan of the Cowboys. They got beat. And the Pennsylvania teams are treating us badly there, Will. That's fucked up. Josh Allen seems more dangerous than Tom Brady ever was. We are doomed next week. I don't know about that. It's hard. Bills-Rams sounds possible after tonight. I just don't know if the Rams would be there. Although, I do think the NFC for the most part is pretty wide open. I don't know what to think of Commanders-Packers next week. Yeah, Joe, I don't know, man. Like, the Packers looked really good. I think the Lions also just looked terrible. I didn't think they looked right at all, but you never know. Look, the Commanders look good against the bad Giants team. They did what they had to do. I think Micah Parsons could cause problems. I feel like, from what I saw, it looked like Jaden Daniels was getting pressured a little bit. I think Micah Parsons could have a field day a little bit with the Commanders, but a little movement in the pocket. Jaden Daniels is fast enough. Got rid of Rodgers. He still got it. Yeah, I mean, I was saying it all last year that Aaron Rodgers wasn't the issue with the Jets whatsoever. Like, there was a lot of different issues the Jets had. Aaron Rodgers was absolutely not one of them. I get it. People didn't like that he was talking to the media all the time, which I understand. I thought there were weeks where I was like, you know what, man, please just sit down and shut the fuck up. Please don't do all this. You make great content, but saying Rodgers wasn't the problem last year is crazy. Baby Pluto, how is he not the who's worse, A-Rod or Osama bin Laden is a crazy question. How was Aaron Rodgers the problem a year ago? Explain that to me, please. Give me one thing on the field that made Aaron Rodgers the problem, because he wasn't. He just was not the issue. He was one of the only bright spots for the Jets last year. He was 6th in the NFL in passing yards. What a fucking game, top 10 I've ever watched. Unbelievable game. Do you think the Raiders can beat the Chargers? I think they could. I think the Raiders look pretty good today. The Chargers look really, really good. That Chargers team is probably the best version of the Chargers we're probably going to see with Justin Herbert. I'm up 8 points in fantasy and have the Bears kicker left. What do you think? You're up 8 with the Bears kicker? Oh, he has the Bears kicker. I think you should be all right. I don't know. That 8's a weird number for a kicker. I feel like kickers could have 8. If I remember what I said about Justin Fields, I told you that man has never gotten a chance. He looked great, dude. Jets traded for players of higher Madden ratings. I mean, that was a long time ago. Did the Jets win? I thought I was never going to see Haley again, and here she comes. She comes in here, just has to bully me right away. Hopefully the Islanders can win something. The Islanders are going to be pretty decent this year. They'll find a way I hope they find a way into the postseason. They'll be on the outside, kind of looking in. I'm just happy that the Steelers and Jets look good. Steelers, look, I was saying it before about the Steelers. The Jets played better than them this week. I thought the Jets looked like the better football team out there, but that's what good teams do, is they find a way to win, even though, a good team like the Steelers, they went out there, they found a way to win this game today. That's a great sign if you're a Steelers fan. It's not a great sign as a Jet fan. Flay, you heard it here first. Aaron Rodgers, top 3 MVP finish. That man still has it. Dude, he never lost it. People were tip TD. The Bills are so lucky. Absolutely crazy. Had the Jets bring in the worst offensive coordinator in the league. Had us bring all his buddies. Stayed in it. I mean, but Baby Pluto, he was a fine player last year. The problem was that the defense sucked. The defense for the Jets last year was miserable. That's what killed them. And the kicking. If Greg Zuerlein missed 3 kicks, that changed the whole outcome of the Jets season last year. Jets offense still put up over 30 points, man. Stay calm. Stay positive. Flay, would you date your girlfriend? Probably, yeah. I mean, I've been dating her. No, that's the thing. It's like, I feel good because the Jets look good today. They did. The Jets looked good. If they found a way to win this game, I would be like, you know what? This is a team that's going to go to the postseason. I would be that far ahead of myself already. I would already be 10 steps ahead, but after, that was just a a bone-crushing loss, and now the Bills come to town riding this high, riding all this momentum. I don't like it. Rodgers cooked. Rodgers MVP. Wait, you're saying he is cooked or he was cooking? Because I think Aaron Rodgers looked fantastic. I thought Aaron Rodgers was really, really good. Flair, are you on YouTube? I am on YouTube. I'm on YouTube as well as TikTok. We're on both. So go check me out. If you want to go check me out on TikTok, it's at Flavor Flay. If you're on TikTok and you want to go to YouTube, I think it's Hey It's Flay or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to have to switch them so it's the same. The Steelers are a bad team. I don't think the Steelers are a bad team. I don't think the Steelers are a bad team at all. I don't believe that at all. That was one of my big, like, going into this season, I couldn't believe they were plus money to get in the postseason. I hate the Jets, you and me both. Same old Jets. You better believe it. Nothing changes. I'm genuinely serious. Goated, I'm with you on that. Wait, you have two favorite teams that rhyme? Yeah. Nice game, dude. It's the Cubs. It's the Cubs game. Penalties killed us today. The penalties, the stupid Quincy Williams hitting Kenneth Gainwell out of bounds kind of changed the game. How about them Bills? Ugh, you just can't get rid of the fucking Bills. But Goated, I'm with you on that, man. I think Aaron Rodgers is still a very good quarterback. He's not the same old Aaron Rodgers. He's definitely not that, but he looked fine today. He looked good last year. He needed a little bit more stabilization within the organization he was playing for. Having Aaron Rodgers and Woody Johnson in the same organization is like having a fucking stick of dynamite and a match that's lit right next to each other. You rather the Jets win the Super Bowl or the Mets win the World Series? Oh, that's a good question. I would take either. They're really on the same level. You love Rodgers? Yeah, because Mike, I think he got a lot of unfair criticism last year. Look, I'm not the biggest Aaron Rodgers fan on the planet. In fact, I was pissed what he said after the game because it's like, at what point, like, how are you going to make this about yourself? Like, how are you going to make this about a rivalry with the Jets? I was a little bit upset about all that, but, like, I think it's just unfair the way he's been, like, dogged on with the Jets. Flair, are you wearing a hat? No, this is just the top of my head. This is glued on there now. I can't believe how bad the Dolphins were today. And low-key, the Cowboys didn't look terrible against the Eagles. So the Dolphins, the Dolphins are terrible. The Dolphins are a terrible football team. And the Cowboys did look good. As a Steelers fan, the Jets are a much better team than I expected. The Jets looked really good today. It's a shame they couldn't find a way to win. It was 110% fair criticism. He comes in bragging about how he is the best thing for us and did nothing. Pluto, I don't agree with that at all. I think he did plenty for us. The team sucked. The Jets as a whole were terrible. Robert Saleh might be the worst coach in the NFL, maybe ever, to hold an NFL job. Like you said, Nathaniel Hackett wasn't a great hire, but the idea was to get Rodgers there, so you had to do it. Jets will never play Rodgers again. Yeah, the Steelers would have to make the playoffs. Fucking savage from Rodgers. Listen, I respect it. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm that mad. I think it's a respectable thing. You come in. Obviously, the Jets did tell him to go kick rocks, so you're going to have that chip on your shoulder. It makes sense. AFC North is fucking stacked. Yeah, the AFC North is stacked. I mean, those three teams in the AFC North are really good. I think the Steelers are very for real. I think they're going to be in the postseason. Not a doubt in my mind. But Aaron got to keep playing MVP football. Yeah, we'll see as the weeks go on if like the Steelers defense is really that much of Swiss cheese or if the Jets offense is just better than we thought it was going to be. Who is worse, Adam Gase or Robert Saleh? You know, I almost want to say Robert Saleh because listen, Adam Gase, his offensive system was fucking awful. And a lot of those plays he had Sam Darnold running, there were a lot of plays that never made any sense what he was doing, like from an X's and O's standpoint. Robert Saleh, it never felt like he was involved in the game or had any idea what he was doing in situational football. Like, I think Gase was a worse X's and O's guy. Robert Saleh as a football coach and as like being able to like manage a game while it's going on, I thought he was much worse. I thought Robert Saleh was one of the worst in-game managers we've ever seen. Where you buy the hat from? It's a Noggin Boss hat. What's the beef with Frank the Tank? Why does he always comment on the Jets and streamers about the Jets? I don't know. I hope he comes here. I'll talk to him. I'll fucking shut him right up. Frank the Tank is one of the most listen, I've met him a couple times. He's a nice guy. I'm really happy that he lost a lot of weight. I think he's a great dude. Outside of him being a sports fan, he's the most annoying fucking person ever. I don't think the Browns are as bad as everyone thinks. In another division, they're a 7-win team. I think the Browns have some talent. Obviously, Joe Flacco looked all right. And Bob, wait, who was that? Bob, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate that. So, in Eagles and Steelers, we trust. Shane's got the whole state of Pennsylvania. Can't believe we won. Dude, CC, that was insane. I almost shut the game off. I almost started streaming early. I almost started running a fucking parade that Josh Allen sucks. But didn't do it. I'll never forget Adam Gase's press conference. Dude, spawn killer. They should have fired him that day. That press conference was the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. And I don't know how you don't fire that guy immediately. Like, that day, Adam Gase should have been fucking sent home and never should have fucking coached a day in the NFL. You think the Packers are Super Bowl contenders? 100%. I think the Packers look so good today. Jordan Love looked solid. Their defense was money. I don't think the Lions are as good coming into this year as people thought they would be. But the Packers did everything they had to do, and they look good. I do think the Packers are legitimate contenders. NHL is just Philly because Penguins rivalry. I get it. Jets are a Super Bowl contender? I don't know about that. We'll see what happens against the Bills next week. I think the Jets are going to put up a good game against the Bills. I just if they found a way to win today, I'd be feeling much better, obviously. That's like the stupidest fucking thing I could say. Mixed martial artist, what's up? I'm hoping that Penn State wins the Natty. Penn State looks really good. Lions are nothing without Ben Johnson. That's why I really think the Bears are going to go off tomorrow. Love the Bears in every way. Jags look pretty good. The Jags did look good. We had that game, no joke. Jets look great, brother. Their D needs to step the hell up. Dude, stupid penalties, bad. They got killed on these crossing routes. They just got to fix a few things. I totally trust Aaron Glenn after week 1. I was critical of him with the hire. I feel like this team has a different attitude, a different swagger to them. Like last year, it felt like this team every week was just scared to lose. This week, it felt like everybody was playing confident, and I think that comes from the top, and that comes from Aaron Glenn. Already sold on him. Fields is it. I know you're a Jet fan, but what a game. Bills Sports. We can't escape Josh Allen. The refs rigged my fantasy, called James Cook short at the 1 yard line. I think he was short. What's wrong with KC? I think there's a bunch of things wrong with KC. I think the weapons around Patrick Mahomes are just not that good. I think when you lose Xavier Worthy right away, there's really nobody on that. There's no receivers to get open for him. Like Hollywood Brown had a pretty good day, but when you're relying on Hollywood Brown as your number one receiver in 2025, not really a great situation. But Gideon, I agree with you. Fields is definitely it, man. I got so much respect for y'all. He did get ruled down at the 1. Yeah, he was down at the 1. I was going to say, I don't think he was. Membu PFF grade was 83 and some change. Membu had a good game. The offensive line was great today. What a Sunday night football game. Unbelievable. Unbelievable Sunday night game. Again, it's just like seeing the Bills and realizing Josh Allen's always going to find a way to win. It's miserable to think about. Realistically, what do you think the Jets' record will be? Hopefully 9-8. I think they'll win 7 games. I think today was a big, they find a way to win that game. Obviously, things change. I don't think this is a team that's going to be down on their luck. I think the Steelers are a good football team. I think the Jets could win 7 games, maybe 6-7. Anywhere from 6-8, I think. Somewhere in that that middle ground. You got ruled down to the 1 and Josh Allen jumped over the line for the score. Damn. Can't stand Broncos quarterback. He thinks he's John Elway. I don't like the Broncos at all. I said it coming into this year. I think Bo Nix is going to struggle. I think the Broncos are one of the most overhyped teams coming into this season. They should not have won the game today. Mahomes is generally garbage. I don't know if Mahomes is garbage. Stop making excuses for Mahomes. He overthrew at least 5 completely open passes. That dude is not a top 10 quarterback in the league. I don't agree with that at all. I think his receivers are brutal. I don't think Patrick Mahomes right now is a top 5 quarterback, but to say he's not top 10 is nuts. I think the Jets can get second in the East, but they're not sneaking into the AFC wildcard. They could. We'll see what the rest of the AFC looks like. Keon Coleman had a game. Where's the chat and screen? I can't put the chat on screen, Bills fan, because I'm also streaming on TikTok right now, and they are really fucking strict on what you could do and what you could say. So if I had the words up here, I'm sure Lil Bro would come in here and say something. I'm more just trying to defend against him. I'm going to follow you, brother. I like hearing positive fans on live. You got my sub. Appreciate you, Gideon. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I'm also, if you guys are interested, I'm live on YouTube as well. I'm gonna have a whole video tomorrow, breaking down the game and like just all the things that happen. Bro, I drank 2.5 Mountain Dews. I'm wired. I'm staying up all night. Well, try to go to bed, man. Don't. It's not worth trying to stay up at this point. Give it a shot. At least try to go to bed. Funny confident coincidence. As soon as Mahomes doesn't have Rashee Rice or Tyreek to carry him, he's garbage. Allen, Lamar, and Burrow can make something with nothing. I mean, Mahomes has been fine. Like, Tyreek Hill left and Mahomes was still fine. Still going to Super Bowls. Rashee Rice, like, he didn't have him for a little bit last year. They were still fine. Like, I don't know. I just don't think the Chiefs are as good as they were last year. I think the offensive line didn't look great. I also think the Chargers are a better football team than they were. I don't think that's a crazy thing to say. Bills fortunate to win. They found a way. It's what good football teams do. Fucking sucks. But I'm looking into it. My dude, JETS for life. Jet up, baby. I got school today, so I'm going to try to go to bed. Talk to you later. Got to be up by 6 something. Yeah, go to bed. Absolutely. I got to go to bed soon anyway. Dear Riz Committee, I am applying to... What? I'm not reading all that. What the fuck? What does that even mean? Burrow has had games where his best receiver is Tyler Boyd and Andre Iosivas, and he's blown teams out. He has. I mean, Mahomes has had games where he's had... What's his face? Like, well, I guess he's always had Travis Kelce, but still. I don't know. I think Patrick Mahomes is still solid. He had a good game. He played well. You know, a lot of running around in the pocket, a lot of running around trying to make something out of nothing. But, look, I'm not trying to defend Patrick Mahomes by any means. I don't think he's a top 5 quarterback right now. But to say he's not top 10 is a little bit crazy. Was Chad Pennington the best quarterback we've had? Wait, do you think the Bills could beat the Jets? I definitely think the Bills could beat the Jets. What's up, bro? You win today? We did not. I'd expect the Bills to beat the Jets. I think the Jets could win that football game. I think the Jets showed a lot today. I think they're a lot better than people think. His stats are fine, but if you watch the game, he was garbage. I did watch the game. I thought he looked fine. He missed a couple throws. I'll give you that, but like a couple times he made something out of nothing. Because I have 245 milligrams of caffeine. Yeah, definitely don't do that ever again. Who'd you guys play? We played the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nice hat. Herbert for MVP. Haven't seen you since last season. I've been around. I've been hanging around. It's football season. We're back in full force. You skipped my question. I didn't see what you said. Chad Pennington was probably the best quarterback we've ever seen. To be fair though, Aaron Rodgers probably had the best season of any Jet quarterback that we've ever had in our time. Here's Rodgers. The Gibson fumble fucked the Jets. The Gibson fumble completely changed the game. Like, I'm so sick and tired of Xavier Gibson. Like, he always seems to make a mistake when he's out there. Tom Tupa, remember him? Of course I remember Tom Tupa. Are you kidding? Fucking third string quarterback and punter extreme. Tom Tupa was like the first punter I ever remembered for the Jets. Caffeine is fucking scary for me, bro. I can't do that shit. Dude. Goated, I've taken some pretty fucking extreme pre-workouts where, like, I didn't realize how much caffeine was in it. You're not kidding when you say caffeine's scary. Like, I was taking this shit that was, like some black market shit for a little bit that my buddy put me onto. I remember one day I literally thought I was going to, like, pass out and die. Like, I thought I was having a heart attack. Like, caffeine can really fuck you up. Jets had a hell of a game. The Jets look fine. I thought the Jets looked good. I got flashbacks to last year's Broncos game. I don't even want to think about last year's Broncos game right now. That was like legitimately one of the worst Jets losses I've ever seen. When Testaverde went down, Tupa came in. I remember that. Well, I didn't remember it. I know I've seen the highlights. I was alive, but I wasn't totally paying attention at that point. I was still a little young. I tried pre-workout once and I had the worst workout of my life. Listen, it wakes me up. I think it's good. I like to take it because it gives me a boost, but Wilson got to come down with that on fourth down. Oh, 100%. I felt like Garrett Wilson's got to hold on to that football. You know, you're a high-paid wide receiver. You got to hold on to the football there. I guess he wasn't expecting the hit coming from that way. He was looking down the field, but... And listen, I could talk a big game from my fucking chair. I could sit here and be like, yeah, you know, you get a hit like that, you got to hold on. I still think, like, you got to hold on to the football. Probably sounds hypocritical for me coming from all the shit. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Goated. I actually kind of thought that. I'm like, oh, this guy like does all these drugs. Not like you smoke all this stuff, and it's like pre-workout's the limit. No, I'm not gonna do pre-workout. I get it though. I don't think pre-workout's a good thing. The fact that I started it, it's kind of like I look forward to it now. But I wish I never even started taking it. Now I can't work out without it. Let's be honest. What team in the Super Bowl every year before Mahomes? It's true. Aaron Glenn is gonna have a whirlwind. The better Aaron won today. Man, what a day for football. Happy to have football back. It was a great day for football. Listen, I said it about the Jets. I feel like they had a swagger to them today. It seemed a little bit like a different form of the Jets. Like it seemed like a Jet team that was a little more confident than they were a year ago. I felt good about everything except the fact that the Jets found a way to lose. All I'm saying is the Bengals ain't doing nothing. Jim Leonard, the best Judge safety of all time? Probably not. Maybe like Kerry Rhodes. Bro, I'm back to pitching. I hit 80 today. 80. Damn, goated. And I'm developing a slider. Dude, 80 and a good changeup and slider, you'll be golden. And especially like you're only going to grow goated and you're probably going to throw harder. The Jets need, did you play at 1? We did play at 1. The Jets need Fields because they get no separation. I loved what I saw from the offense. Dude, Justin Fields was playing so well today. He looked like an elite quarterback. I finally found a release that 100% prevents it from slipping out for my slider. Dude, that's all you got to do, Goated. Like, there's a good mix between, like, working on pitching, like, throwing your pitches and stuff and, like, easing it. Like, you don't want to throw too many, like, but when you're having to catch with people, just mix it in once in a while. Just tell somebody you're throwing it and just mix it in to get a feel for it. All you need to do is just, like, casually throw it once in a while when you're having to catch, and you'll get a better feel for it. Fields missed some easy option reads. I don't even know if he missed the reads. I don't know how to say that. GH nasty. I think that the Steelers were just onto it at some point. I think it was a little bit too predictable, those zone reads. There was like one or two he missed, but like towards the end of the game, I felt like it was just very predictable that the zone read was coming. I think it was more so the issue that like it was a very predictable play coming. That's all it's going to be is Fields running around, probably. But he did a great job of doing it today. Crazy to say, but Bills may win the AFC. The Bills found a way to win today. It's unbelievable. Bill Parcells come back? I don't think so. Nola going to get lit tomorrow? I hope so. The Mets need to fucking figure something out. It's amazing that, like, I'm sitting here, I'm talking about the Jets, and, like, the Mets have completely ruined my year by now. Like, I've watched enough Mets baseball in my life to know this team's going to find a way not to make the playoffs. Like, all you got to do is get invited to the dance, but knowing the Mets, they're not going to find their way there. Kmart, what's up, man? We would have won the Super Bowl in 2022 if DeMar didn't die on the field. Yeah, that Bengals team was really good. Juan Rodriguez, what's up, man? Are the Mets playoff bound? I think the Mets are going to be in the playoffs. I think I'm over-exaggerating it a little bit, but do they not look good right now? People expected Daniel Jones to make chicken shit in New York. Chicken soup out of tequila. Dude, Daniel Jones looked great today. What one? What do you mean? I think Lil Bro's an old creepy guy. You think that's bad? Did you see the Dodger game last night? Was that the one where they got walked off when they were up 3-0? We were winning the game. If we won, we would have been the first seed. The Dodgers, a lot of the teams in the National League have looked like they're stumbling. The only really two teams that look solid every night are like the Phillies and the Brewers. Other than that, the National League's pretty wide open. They're going to run Brees to death. He's on the last year of his contract. I would expect that. Being a Baltimore sports fan hurts my soul. Oof. Tough time. Lindor is so inconsistent. He's had a tough year. He's been up and down all year. The problem is the Mets don't have a better option to lead off right now. Unless they were going to put Soto at the top of the order, which would be absolutely fucking bananas. Although, he's stealing a ton of bases. Did Allen actually pull off the Aguero in a way? If you want to think about it like that. But then again, the AFC Championship game was rigged and the Chiefs got a redo play. It was. Anybody, to this day, everybody knows that game was rigged. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up to comments, guys. I apologize if I missed anything. Ooh. Jair Alexander gave up on his team today. Jair Alexander did not look good today. Mets, Dyers, hopefully in the playoffs, come to LA, bro. Dude, if the Mets get the Cubs in the first round, like in the wild card round, I'm going to Chicago 100%. Up 3-0 and Yamamoto 1 out away from a no-hitter. Unbelievable. Goated. That was one of the most unbelievable comebacks I've ever seen. If that happened to the Mets, like, people would probably be talking about it for 20 years. But, like, the Dodgers aren't as dysfunctional an organization, so they're not going to. Dolphins look terrible. McDaniels isn't finishing the year. Yeah, I mean, I think the Mike McDaniel era, like, it's kind of run its course. His whole thing was, like, his whole, like, nonchalant, like, funny guy routine is not very funny now that the Dolphins are terrible. Fernando Tatis Jr., what's up, man? I didn't understand when we were on 3rd and long, we kept running instead of passing. Yeah, I don't know. There was a couple weird play calls in there, but other than that, I feel like the offensive coordinator did a good job today. Soto is fighting, man. He needs help. Soto has a legitimate shot to win the NL MVP. After everybody's killed him all year, I don't think he's going to win it, but he definitely needs some help. The guys around him are not helping him. I would bet my life that the game was rigged. Literally gave a redo call and never explained it. It never made sense, Goated. Like, just giving a team a redo and not being like, hey, we blew a whistle or something. Not even an explanation. Those Dodger tickets are expensive as hell. Dude, they're expensive here, too. The Met tickets are crazy. Tyreek should have left while he can. Yeah, I think Tyreek Hill's making a ton of money, and not to mention the fact that there's no income tax in Miami, in Florida. It seems like it's a good fit. I also think, what do you call it? I also think, what's his face? I think Tyreek Hill's kind of like become the city of Miami a little bit. Tyreek Hill doesn't have it anymore. It's sad, but he's done. I didn't watch much of that game, so I didn't see what happened. I just saw the Daniel Jones highlights. Where's the big Jet chain, bro? That's probably why they lost. I don't have a big Jets chain. That's the thing. I don't have that. I got to get one, though. You think TJ H will get 7 points and Justin Jefferson 26? I think it's possible. I don't know if they're going to do it. I'm not a big J.J. McCarthy fan, so I don't think it's going to happen. Daniel Jones on track for 51 touchdowns, 5,066 combined yards. Tyreek Hill also has like 20 small children in Miami. True. Tyreek Hill needs to know state income tax because he has to pay all that child support. That's very true. Only Mets, I remember seeing it. I have a Mets one and I have a Knicks one too. It's just not on me. Aaron, what's up, man? What do you think about Justin Fields today? I thought Justin Fields looked fantastic. I thought Justin Fields was awesome. I thought he played very well. I think Justin Fields has taken a step forward, hopefully. Or maybe this was a complete fluke today. I'm thinking it's the first one. Big Gucci Michael goes gay. Damn, bro. All right. Cubs lost their closer. Their season's over. Did they really? Cooper Slaughter, what's up, man? Are you going to tune in to my game tonight against the Reds? Is this actually Fernando Tatis Jr.? Damn. Wilson cooked on my fantasy. Garrett Wilson had a huge week, dude. Eagles would what? I mean, we don't have to play the Eagles this year, so not going to worry about that, buddy. I need to change my release for my fastball to match my slider more so I don't throw my fucking arm out. So what do you mean, Goated? Like your release point or how it moves? And do you throw a two-seam fastball? Because that two-seam and the slider, if you can work those off each other, deadly combo. Wilson cooked. Dude, Garrett Wilson had a huge week. Garrett Wilson's over-under on touchdowns this year was 4.5. I won in both leagues, and Burrow's out of sad win. W day. I won in both my leagues. I had Xavier Worthy in both, and he obviously played like 3 plays. When's the last time we saw the Jets' offense better than their defense? It's kind of cool. Last year. The Jets' offense last year was better than the defense. But still, it is kind of weird to see, usually the Jets' defense is carrying them. Not the case. When you doing boxes, bro, 'tis the season. Boxes? I don't know. It's not a bad idea. You should change your status with the courts so you're off probation. What? How would I change the status? Let's just say I was on probation. I can't control that. That wouldn't be my call, and I'm not. Wes, that threw me off, but still. No, those are two separate things. I need to my release to match my slider because it's a little too obvious which one it is, and I also need to change it because the way I throw kills my arm. Yeah, go ahead. You got to find that. So you're talking about the arm angle, like not just a four seam, but I have a sinker, so it's basically a two seamer. Okay, but yeah, if you got to change your arm angle, like that's something you just got to work on at the bullpen in the bullpens like that you throw. Excuse me. How was your wedding? It was a great time. I'm still a little bit shaken up from it. I'm a little hungover, but great wedding. Ceremony was great. My buddy is married now. I'm very happy for him. You on probation, bro? Another 7-Eleven incident? I'm not on probation. I don't know where he got that from. Still upset we traded Brock Nelson. Got a killing in return. I think the Brock Nelson trade didn't feel good at the time. I'm okay with it now, especially when I saw the return. I was like, you know what, Brock, I'll pack your bags. Sorry, dude, I'm just a clown. Dude, Wes, not a problem at all. Wes, I love that shit. I love when people come in here and fuck with me. I think it's great. Totally threw me off. That's awesome. I gotta work through that. You're all good, dude. When are you getting married? Great question. I just gotta check the viewer list real quick. Make sure my girlfriend's not in here. No, I did not get married. No, my buddy got married. But somebody in my YouTube chat asked me when I'm getting married. And let me just make sure so I don't. Let's see. She's not here. I don't know. No idea. We'll see. We're playing that one by ear. She's not in the TikTok chat. She does follow me on TikTok, so. Jets look really good today. They did, except they couldn't find a way to win. If they win that football game, I'm feeling a lot better about the Jets, but they found a way to lose. I think they could grow on this. I think, they look good. They played with more confidence than I think I've ever seen in a Jets team. I like what what's his name? Aaron Glenn is doing with his team. All right, I'll follow on YouTube, bro. Yeah, YouTube, it's at Flavor Flay. I got to put the link in my bio on TikTok, and I'll put my TikTok link in the YouTube. YouTube, I'm going to be doing more long form videos where I'm just going to talk about how shitty it is being a Jet fan and stuff, all sorts of stuff. Appreciate it, though. Surprised the Raiders won. I mean, I'm not. The Patriots are terrible, and the Raiders have much improved. I think the Raiders are going to be solid. Thoughts on the Raiders? I think the Raiders looked. I think the Raiders look good today, but I also think the Patriots suck. I think the Raiders are going to be one of those teams hanging around like a playoff spot all year. GG from a Steelers fan. Treat Fields well, man. Yeah, Z. Listen, you guys got an Aaron Rodgers that people. He's much better than what people are going to tell you. It's a lot of people that just hate him because of who he is. Aaron Rodgers is going to bring you guys to at least the postseason. Thought the Patriots were going to be better. I had no faith in the Patriots going into this year. Go Bills. Gross. Flavor my comment. Bro, I should have started Keon Coleman over Jamari at 5 times the points. Who would have thought? Who would have thought Keon Coleman was outscoring Jamar Chase this week? Not me. That's for sure. Currently, I don't think that's the real Fernando Tatis Jr., but I'll keep reading it. Let's go Bills, baby. The fucking Bills just, dude, they always find a way. It's crazy. Raiders are hit and miss, just like, come on, dude. Oh, boy. Bills got lucky again. I mean, the Ravens fell apart. Oh, man, I don't even feel good. I can't even read that one out. It's fucked up. Zay Flowers, Keon Coleman, Xavier Tillman, all on my bench. Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Nico Collins, Jalen Waddle, all in my lineup. Fuck. What a terrible... I have Nico Collins also, but I have Tillman. Tillman had a good week. Bills got... It sucks, man. Remember, it's the first game of the year. No, I know. Like I said, I think the Raiders look fine. I think you could see a lot from a team. If the Jets just played good football today and then, looked like a mess. The Jets played discipline. They did a lot of good things. I saw a lot of good things out of the Jets today. That's all I'm saying. You catch any of the late game with Bills Ravens? I caught the whole thing. Watched the whole game. It was crazy. What happened to Ilya Sorokin last year? He was amazing years before. I have no idea. Sorokin just looked bad all year. I really don't know. As an Ohio State Bills fan, glad Wilson and Fields are back together. It's cool to see them. Jets play action game was gorgeous. Dude, the Jets offense was running on all cylinders. Why do you think I'm not the real Fernando Tatis Jr.? I don't know. I wouldn't know if you would be or not. They find a way to lose in the playoffs always. Can't believe I bet the Ravens. I almost did. I almost bet the Ravens, and I decided not to because I wasn't confident. If it's that good all season, the offense will be nice. Dude, Justin Fields looked like a whole new man today, and I felt really good about it. The Jets just need to find a way to win that game. I was pissed at the end of the game because when J.J. Watt was like, Jets fans should feel really good about this. Like we're some fucking group of Special Olympians. Like, no, we don't feel good about this. There was no reason to lose that game. It was like participation trophy shit. JSN was unreal today. Kupp is washed. Cooper Kupp looked horrible. I had the Seahawks plus 3.5 today. I was pissed. There is no way they shouldn't have covered that. Rodgers with the revenge narrative for sure. I mean, I get it. I get why Rodgers is upset. Don't be upset. You'll be better. Have a better season than the Dolphins. I think we're better than the Patriots too. Russell Wilson old already? Old? Yeah, he is. But Russell Wilson is done. Not enough Braylon Allen. I thought Breece Hall looked too good to move Braylon Allen in there a lot. Breece Hall was just like carving up the defense. Braylon Allen's great, but Breece Hall had such a good day they were going to keep going with him. I think they're going to go with the hot hand in the backfield. Raiders had a kissing booth in the locker room. Oh my God. That story was so weird. Rodgers had the revenge narrative. I almost took the Bills live plus 1,400. John, I almost did it when I think the Bills were plus 650 when I looked, and I almost did it, and I was like, nah. Those usually never work out when you take them, and they always work out when you're about to take them. Not going for it on 4th and half a yard when you have a chance to ice the game is absurd to me. Dude, Alf, it was insane. It was playing scared, and I didn't like it. My team is Mahomes, Higgins, Jamar, Bucky, Evans, Bowers, Broncos, D. It's a pretty solid roster. My luck wouldn't have hit because I took it always. Who plays tomorrow? Bears and Vikings. John, you and me are in the same boat, man. Every time I take something like that, it never hits. And then when I'm like, I'm not going to take it, that's when it bangs every time. Keep Hall in longer. Yeah, I felt like Braylon Allen just didn't get anything going today. I felt like Breece Hall was the better running back. I think it's going to be a by-committee thing weekly, which is why I stayed away from the Jets running backs in fantasy. Conklin looks good with Herbert. Conklin's always been a good athlete and like a pretty good receiving tight end. A system that knows how to use him will use him well. 3 games out for passing the Dodgers for first. Hell yeah. Number 1 in the power rankings. Wait, my team is Mahomes. Oh, your team? Nice. Mariners absolutely thrashed the Braves today. Dude, the Mariners, that was, what was it, 18-2? That's always a fun one. How did we make the Jets offense look like a top 5 in the league? Because they are a top 5 in the league. No, I'm kidding. They're definitely not a top 5 in the league. But the Jets, Justin Fields look great. I hate being a Ravens fan, man. Do you see who you're talking to? T.S. Tiv, hold on a minute. Do you see who you're talking to? I don't want to hear you hate being a fan of your team. It doesn't get any worse than this. Our defense is terrible. Sorry, Steelers defense. Yeah, the Jets were just doing whatever they wanted, but the Steelers offense was doing whatever they wanted too. You think Gibson should be gone? I think Gibson doesn't bring anything good to the team anyway at this point. I think after fumbling, I think you got to get him out of there. Seattle needs to trade Reek Woolen for Jacoby Myers. I thought Reek Woolen looked good today, didn't he? Trade Chase Brown and Sutton for Neighbors. I don't think I would do that. No. Browns is worse, for sure. Being a Browns fan is way worse. Myers wants out. We need a wide receiver, and Pete Carroll loves Reek Woolen. Then that would make sense. It would make sense for both sides, I guess, right? Jacoby Myers is solid. My dad's a Jets fan, I know. All right, so at least you understand the misery. You get it. Let's see. Where's my guy Malachi at, man? Gone. Long gone. Malachi Corley? If only the Jets had Broncos defense, it would have went a 32. I'm going to trade Xavier Legette and Bucks kicker for Aubrey. Don't need him. I'm going to drop him anyway. Who, Xavier Legette? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would do that. I would never trade for a kicker. It's not worth it. Just pick one up. Can't believe Vera Tucker got hurt again. The Jets' offensive line looks so good today. Imagine with Vera Tucker. Vera Tucker is probably the best offensive lineman the Jets have. Imagine how much they would have been pushing people around today. He had one good 100-yard return. and people thought he was him. Yeah, he had that big punt return against the Bills after Aaron Rodgers got hurt, and we've been giving him like the benefit of the doubt since. He's not that good. Although the Seahawks defense was pretty nice today. Yeah, Alf, I didn't watch much of that game. I don't have NFL Sunday Ticket here. I kind of was just watching on my phone, like checking it. From what it looked like they stood up a lot today. Okay, I'm going to have to go to bed to get ready for tonight's game. Yeah. I don't believe that you're Fernando Tatis, but all right. Jair Alexander needs to go fill out a Chuck E. Cheese application. Yeah, Jair Alexander did not look good today. I know Lions lost, but did you see the catch today? Spencer, that was crazy. That catch at the end of the game by Tesla or whatever, is that his name? The Tesla? That might have been the catch of the year already. That was insane. That was like almost Odell Beckham levels of a catch. Someone offered me T for Aubrey and Hunter Henry. How fast I accepted that. They offered you T Higgins for Brandon Aubrey? That DeAndre Hopkins catch was better? I don't think it was. DeAndre Hopkins catch was sick, but I felt like the way he kept himself in balance. Either way, they were both good. What team is Alexander on from this? He's on Baltimore, yeah. At the end, Reek Woolen got greedy and tried to snag an interception off Purdy and let up a touchdown because of it. I saw that. That was bad. Yes, Tesla is his first rookie catch. That was a sick catch. The loss hurts, but the Jets look better than they have in years. I'm happy. Yeah, Mr. Miracle, that's the thing. I'm not happy. I'm not thrilled that they lost that game because they had no business losing it, but they did look good. They had a new attitude. I felt like a lot of good things you could take away, but you got to find a way to win that game. You cannot lose that football game. That just can't happen. 0-1, I saw. Do not compare that to Odell. I'm not comparing it to Odell. I'm saying it was the closest thing I think we've seen to it. Odell's catch is the craziest thing. The Odell catch is the greatest catch I've ever seen, and I think the greatest catch we're ever going to see in a football game. It's not even close. Vince, what's up, man? Went to the game. I did not go to the game today. I was coming back from a wedding. I literally got home right when the game kicked off. Can we watch the best ad of all time, Snow Day, please? I mean, if you want to watch it on your what, you could open it up. You're on YouTube. I'm not gonna put it on. No free ads. I'm not giving whatever company that is a free ad. 21 and Tony Adams are horrible. Stevens, right? Yeah, they were both miserable. Both horrible today. Tony Adams missed a couple tackles, but I have good hope for him. The Jets did look good out there. You got to find a way. You have to win that game. Garrett Wilson last year had a good one. He did. Garrett Wilson had a really good catch last year, but I still think the Odell catch is the greatest. Odell catch is the greatest non-playoff sports play in history, not counting narrative, history, or whatever, just like pure skill play. I'd have to think about that, Goated, but you're probably right. Why the fuck didn't Fields run for the first down? Garrett Wilson was open by like 5 yards. I don't know. He would have easily had the first down, but it is what it is. Jets are going to be good this year. Trust. I have faith in the Jets. I do. Bro, I went in front of Connor McDavid's house for the third time, and I still haven't seen him come outside. He's going to end up calling the cops on you. You're going to end up getting arrested. I was losing by 1 point because of Henry, and then he fumbled and gave me the win. Nice. Oh, what a bad beat that is. If you had Derrick Henry and he fumbled and you lost, greatest catch ever is the Edelman catch in Super Bowl 51. That is a great catch. Do you think that catch is better than, what's his face, than Tyrese? Yeah, Vince, 2020 hindsight, but Garrett Wilson was open. Garrett Wilson's got to hold on to that ball. Jets and Ravens blew it today? I know. So bad. I went to high school with Andre Sisco. Hope he does well with us this year. He was a nice pickup. He was a very underrated pickup, but I like Sisco a lot. He doesn't even know. What if he finds out? What if he's checking his ring camera? Odell doing that to the Cowboys is the equivalent of John Morant dunking on Wemby. I don't know about that. Why the hell did we traded Thomas Morstead so stupid? I thought the punter today looked good. McNamara? I thought he actually punted very well. He had like the one punt, like, I thought he was great. I didn't think there was an issue with the punting game at all. I know Morstead's like as good as it gets, but I felt like he was fine today. What did you think of the 49ers today? I didn't really watch much of that game, but I mean, they found a way to win. I didn't have high hopes for the 49ers coming into this year. In fact, I even bet the Seahawks today because I thought the 49ers are extremely overrated. They found a way to win. We'll see what happens. I got to watch more of this. I'm going to watch like some of the highlights, like maybe like the speed up of the game tomorrow because I didn't catch a second of that game. Not one. Steelers, gross. I hit 5'6". Used to pray for. You hit 5'6". Let's go. Gross Bird's coming. I think 28-3 was harder than the Giants beating the Pats. Oh, for sure. I agree with that, but I think like just the individual plays. But let's say if he was outside by chance, is it okay to ask for an autograph? Because that's what I wanted him to be outside. Then I could ask him to sign my jersey. Is that weird? Euler, I think that's like a little bit over the top. I don't think like going to somebody's house and being like, hey, could you sign my jersey is like, I think that's a little bit tough. Have you tried like mailing it to them? Like a lot of these players, you can mail them stuff and they'll sign it for you. I don't know if Connor McDavid would do that. He probably would get a billion things. Just kidding, bro. Broncos fan here. That's fair. I get it. Listen, you can come here and fuck with me all you want. I get it. But I don't know. See if he's got a way you can like mail it to him. If not, I don't think I would just go to his house and be like, "Hey, Connor," like that's a little bit stalkerish if you know what I mean. Oh, what a fuck! Like an unbelievable way to end uh, a football Sunday though. Like as much as I hate the fucking Buffalo Bills, like hate. When I say hate, I know hate's a strong word. I fucking hate the Buffalo Bills. Hate them. Just because they're a division rival. Like, it was still a fun football game. Great way to end a Sunday. Oh, shit. I didn't realize how many fucking followers I got. I got 5 followers on TikTok. Let's go. Look at that. I do have to go to bed soon. I fucking stayed up here way longer than I usually would. I'm going to be fucking shut. Hyped for the series tomorrow, but Aaron Nola is BP, so y'all probably win tomorrow. Dude, I don't think the Mets would probably win anything at this point. The Mets are so fucking like they can't get out of their own way. You would think they'd start playing with some sort of sense of urgency. Seems like every time hey, we're on the verge of breaking out. They always find a way to shoot themselves in the fucking foot. I'm just like the Mets have me so fucking sick and tired. I'm at the point. You have a chance to bury the Cincinnati Reds. A Cincinnati Reds team that is not very good. The fact that we have to be burying the Cincinnati Reds is a bad thing in itself. And they couldn't even do that. So, I don't know. I wouldn't sit here and tell you the Mets should win anything. Because that's just the way things have been going. Been fucking brutal. Whoa. One hell of a game. Unbelievable game, man. Jocelyn, what's up? You're telling me people in his neighborhood don't talk to him daily? I'm sure people in his neighborhood talk to him daily, but I don't think, walking up to his house is a good idea. What do you got planned for tomorrow? I got physical therapy again. Fucking brutal. Met fans still delusional? How am I delusional? I didn't say it. Not one thing I just said. How was anything I just said delusional, Chris? All I said was I can't even, get excited. How am I supposed to get excited to watch the Mets play the Phillies again? Great. We're either going to get buried or we're going to win 2 or 3 games and what, get 6 games out? I'm not excited for this. This is terrible. We can't beat teams like the fucking Reds. I don't want to play the Phillies right now. How about those Steelers? The Steelers look good. I mean, look, the Jets played better than them today, but the Steelers found a way to win. That's what good teams do. I don't hate all division rivals equal. The Browns sucked my whole life. I'll tell you what, that's the thing, Goated, is the Bills were that team for me, where the Bills sucked my whole life pretty much, so it was I never really hated the Bills, but now I fucking despise the Bills. The Bills are fucking miserable. I can't stand them. You're so lucky on weather? What do you mean? Oh, God. Most people probably don't even bother him just to be a good neighbor. Yeah, I would think. I think when you live in the neighborhood as Connor McDavid, you're not going, hey, you're probably not trying to bother him that much. But I only got a little bit more time on me, guys. Previous sick age of the Bills fan is nothing compared to the previous and current suckage of the Cleveland Browns. No, you're right. Like, the Bills at least had some competent football teams in there. The Browns have just been a miserable organization forever. So you're right. It's not comparable. You're totally right there. Um, but Flay, who do you like better, Money Mayweather or Javante Davis? Who do I like better in terms of what? Like who my favorite boxer is, or who do I think is better? I think both answers are Floyd Mayweather. So I don't even know why I even tried to get clarification. Damn, the Ravens lost. What an unbelievable football game. Oh, you literally asked who do you like better? Yeah, Floyd Mayweather, 100%. It was so close. What, the Jet game? Oh, dude, the Jets should have won the game. The Jets absolutely should have won the game. The craziest thing is Chris Boswell lined up for a 60-yard field goal. There wasn't a shadow of a doubt in my mind that he was banging that through. Not even like I didn't think for 2 seconds that Chris Boswell wasn't burying that field goal. That's just the way things go for the Jets. He could have kicked it from fucking 80 and he still would have put it right down the middle. It's just the way the fucking it works as a Jet fan. We don't get anything nice. We don't get anything good. We're not allowed to have nice things. Steelers beat the Jets, I saw. Miserable. I'm miserable, man. That's a game. The Jets played a perfect fucking football game until they fumbled the kickoff. And that was it. Dead. They still probably should have found a way to win. But, that's what we get for being Jet fans. We don't get anything good. We don't get anything nice. Justin Fields looked good. Dude, Justin Fields played very well today. I was very happy about that. Oh, God. Wait a minute, what? Oh, hell yeah. I just need to check something. Okay, good. TJ Watt, the best player in the world. Bills #1 in the AFC East. Just wait till this week, MK. Got to come to the Meadowlands, the House of Horrors for Josh Allen. Yo, Flay, what's up? Both, no, not happening. They're both making the playoffs. Actually, they're both winning their respective championships. My brother microwaving something for 5 minutes. I can't wait. What could you possibly be microwaving for 5 minutes? Unless it's like something frozen. Did you see Mike Tyson's fighting Floyd Mayweather? That's insane. What has become of boxing? What are we doing? I'm not even that big of a boxing fan, and I'm sitting here like, damn, they're really killing boxing. Like, ever microwave nuggets? No. Why, do they take that long? Like, I guess if they're frozen, but like 5 minutes in the microwave? Our microwave fucking sucks. It's low power. That makes sense. Okay. Then that adds up. Then you might as well just put it in the oven. Might as well just throw it right in the oven if it's going to take 5 minutes. Ever microwave raw chicken? No. Why would anybody microwave raw chicken? You're happy? Good. Last time the Bills were down by 15 in the fourth quarter was against the 67 Jets. Yeah, I saw that little stat. All I needed to do was microwave a Pop-Tart, bro. Yeah, what does that take? 20, 30 seconds? Am I drinking? No, I'm not drinking right now. Microwave salad is what? Microwave salad takes like 10 seconds. Dude, just like go to just pop the thing open and hit start on whatever he's microwaving and then take it out. Change team? No. Won't do that. But he fucking freaked out. Dude, he's been using the thing for 5 minutes. You just need it's a 10-second fucking Pop-Tart. That doesn't seem fair. But plus I'm not about to get into a heated argument with my brother when I'm stoned. Yeah, that's a tough situation. Jets fan for life. Listen, I was born into this fucking chaos. I'm gonna stay with it. Stop being a drama queen. Who's being a drama queen? I feel like combat sports are decreased and the product sales going higher. I mean, the sports themselves will. I think you make a good point. The combat sports, like all of them, are just a watered down version of what they used to be. And because like all these companies want are clicks and people like looking at their shit. So like instead they're not getting like they're not putting out the best competition. They're not putting out what people want to see. All sports rigged? Yeah, I'm sure it is. This to some extent. What's going on, man? Jamal, is that how you say that? Answer my questions. What are your questions? You said stop being a drama queen. That's not a question. You said all sports are rigged. Also not a question. What's the question? Are you asking me if I think all sports are rigged? I think there's been times where sports have been rigged. Yes. I think for sure. The UFC is going to the shitter because Dana refuses to promote fights. Yeah, there used to be a time where like you had like a full promotion for every single fight, and now it just seems like they just throw shit at the wall and like he's kind of like I feel like he's checked out. Dump hat. Hey, whatever, man. My hat is rigged? What does that even mean? Oh, man. I said I had to hop off like 20 minutes ago. So, what fight are you talking about? They were talking about it in so I have the YouTube chat and the TikTok chat. I got to find a way to get it so I can consolidate it all into one and then be able to have it here like on the side. Like I can do it. I'll show you. Why the attitude? Because you called me a drama queen. What do you expect me to do? Like you see that? I could have that from the YouTube chat, but like then the TikTok chat isn't in. I just need to find a way. Met stuff put away, I see? No, it's not put away. It's just today's a football day, Spice Red. Don't worry, we'll be back talking about the Mets tomorrow when they smack your Phillies around again. Don't you worry, buddy. Dana is more concerned with gambling and doing drugs with the Nelk boys. He's always doing something. The only combat sport that I think got better is AEW. It's not an unfair take. Sports is gambled on by millions and millions of people. The NFL wants viewers. Well, that's the thing, Goated. The amount of people that have access to gambling nowadays, it's just not good. Like, and it, you know, all the money that's out there, all the money that, like, you know, these companies can make. Like, the reason companies like DraftKings, FanDuel, Caesars, they're still running because they're making billions of dollars. They make money off of stupid people. Like, they make money off of people that don't know what they're doing. I'm one of those people. Wait, read my whole conspiracy? Wait, what's the one demographic the NFL doesn't have? Young girls. That's why they're... Oh, yeah. No, Goated, absolutely. There is a very powerful demographic of people when it comes to Taylor Swift. You think Justin Jefferson will get a lot of points tomorrow? I hope not. No, I don't think so. I think J.J. McCarthy sucks. No, you're right, though. Goated. You're totally... No, Goated. Nobody should have access to gambling. Nobody should ever be able to fucking do that on their phone. I think when it comes to like the sports betting companies, everything should be like cash and in kiosks at certain locations in the state. If it's going to be legal, you should not be able to have full access on your phone. I think it's the worst thing ever. I legitimately think it's such a fucking ridiculous thing, but these companies are making billions of dollars. Wouldn't shock me if the thing was rigged or two. Like the whole Emmanuel Clase situation, the whole situation with Luis Ortiz. It is something that is only going to get worse because of how easy it is to access these gambling. The thing is, these influencers are grooming teens into sports gambling, which is sad. Dude, it's the saddest thing is like, you see all these like influencers, like you said, that like everybody's sponsored by a gambling company nowadays. You know, these gambling companies are giving people millions of dollars to just promote their brand because they know they'll make it back in minutes by the stupid idiots that end up signing up for it. And it's really, really pointed at, like you said, teens. They make people think, they make teens think at a young age that, like, hey, you know, you get into gambling, here's some extra money. Not how it works. It's actually the worst thing ever. I know countless girls who've never watched a down in football and all of a sudden obsessed with the Chiefs. Dude, my cousin's one of them. I know for sure. AEW had some brutal matches. Apparently the LA now with the Clippers. Yeah. It's everywhere. Now, people just need to have accounts and self-control. Well, Claudia, that's the problem. Gambling's an addiction. Gambling's a vice. Gambling is as bad as anything. Gambling is one of those things. It gives you the same level of dopamine as almost anything does. Taylor Swift is a straight up cult. It's the worst. I had to bet on Kashi right now, Flay. We'll get engaged. $14 payout. Is that on Kalshi? But that's the problem. It's like these Jimmy G with the black and gold hearts. The influencers are now promoting vids about guaranteeing bets, which is straight up a lie. Gotta go. Stay safe. Eric, have a good night. You know what the biggest issue I have is like, you see with all these influencers, like, you know, these guys, like, they post bets where they're like betting like $1,000 on something and you see that payout. You know that these guys aren't actually wagering that much money. It's not like plausible for these people to do it. The problem is like, and there's a bunch of people on like YouTube and Instagram and stuff, like you're seeing it now more and more than ever. Like these people that go around and play like slot machines for like insane amounts of money. There's no way they're betting real money. Nobody bets slot machines as much as these people do and have all this money. Like these companies are doing a great job of getting people addicted to what they offer. So you don't be on Prize Picks. That's why your nickname is the Gambler. Nobody's ever called me the Gambler. I have gambled. I like to fuck around with it. It's a slippery slope. So you don't be on Prize Picks. I've never been on Prize Picks. Not one time have I ever been on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is one of the biggest scams ever. I have a DraftKings account. I fuck around. I bet on sports. We all do. Everybody does it. But you gotta have like the moderation. No smart human is betting thousands of dollars on chance or luck. No, especially with the human element. And like you said, locked by lock. Like, you see these influencers that are playing all these crazy fucking hands of blackjack. It's all over Instagram. Everywhere. There are so many people that are just playing slots. Like, the one lady, what's her name? Lady Luck or whatever. That lady spends like $20,000 a stream playing slot machines. Nobody who has that much money is stupid enough to gamble like that. Gambling should only be in person, but on phone is way too many access. Dude, I agree. Goated. It has to be. It should be in person. You should have to put the cash down, and make the bet like with somebody or in a kiosk. Prize Picks has got me money. I mean that, Claudia. Then good for you. Like I respect that. Like if you played the games like that, if you know what you're doing, as long as as long as you have a limit to yourself and like it's all fun. The second it starts stressing you out is when. That's when it's gone too far. Like, if you're fucking around putting shit into Prize Picks, great. Are you going to watch the Bills and Jets next week? 100%. And Claudia, thanks for the follow. Hey, Steelers fan here. I'm happy Justin Fields looked great, and I hope he thrives. Dude, Chipper, I'm really hoping Justin Fields is the truth. He looked great today. I know some teens and preteens already betting on apps using parents' accounts. 100%. Wait, read my rant on Kalshi. It actually made sense. Wait, Kalshi? Wait, what was your Kalshi rant? I didn't see it. Wait, I have a bet on Kalshi. Oh no, Kalshi's the worst. That shit's the worst. Hold on, go ahead. I gotta pull this up because I didn't see it. It didn't come up on my feed. Why is it so popular compared to other betting platforms? Because I think it's more accessible. Prize Picks, but yeah, that's when accountability comes into play, dude. You're right. There's so many teens. I remember I was at the gym one time and I was listening to these kids who were like in high school talk about the bets they had. And they were betting money that, like, I would never even do. There was no, like, I have a steady job. I have, like, money. I could, like, I could afford to bet on some things once in a while. But these guys were betting on shit. Like, they were betting money. That, like, the one kid was saying he, like, took, like, Bam out of bio or something. And he's like, I threw, like, $600 at it. I'm like, are you fucking crazy? Like, these kids are learning, like, they're fucking themselves up for life. Wait, did you read it? Go ahead. I never saw it. I didn't see it. It didn't pop up. Unless you were saying, like you said something about Kalshi itself. If not, here, I'll put the chat over so I could see it. Raiders vs Chargers on Monday night. What next Monday? Yeah, that's when accountability comes into play. Easy work, Bills W. What's your animal? The comment above, the one you already read it. Wait. I saw Taylor Swift as a straight up cult, and then you said gambling should be only in person. I have a bet on Kalshi Flay to get engaged. The comment above, the one you already read. So I read that gambling should be in person, and that did you read my rant on Kalshi? It actually made sense. That's all that popped up. Like, I don't even think AEW is scripted. It is. They're all scripted. The one above the gambling should be in person. The one above gambling should be in person was Taylor Swift as a straight up cult. I think something didn't pop in. Goated. Bill's too good. We go into the Super Bowl. No lie. Just wait until you run into the Jets next week. The one above gambling should be in person. Yeah, something didn't come in. Goated. I don't know why. Your favorite animal? I don't think I have a favorite animal. Really? All right, I'll retype it. So yeah, sorry, I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it didn't come in. Y'all defense suspect the Jets? Yeah, a little bit. I'm not feeling great about it. I said I was going to go to bed like 20 minutes ago. I honestly want to be a Bills fan now. Nah. Bro, the Jets are not doing anything to the Bills. You'll see. Just wait. Whoops. Let me see something. Justin Fields' redemption arc, 100%. Honestly, is Josh Allen the best quarterback we've seen in a while? I don't think so. I thought Lamar Jackson played better than him tonight. Daniel Jones will be going to the freaking Hall of Fame. Could you imagine? No, I'm kidding. Lamar Jackson did not play better than Josh Allen, but I think if Josh Allen had more help, the Bills would have won a Super Bowl by now. No tomatoes, baby. No, Josh Allen was definitely better than Lamar Jackson. I'm fucking around. But I'm just trying to bring down Josh Allen at all costs. If Josh Allen had any sort of help around him these past couple years, they'd be in the fucking... they would have won a Super Bowl by now. Josh Allen is unbelievable. Then I failed math. AEW's most brutal wrestling business. Yeah, but it's all fake, though. Not fake. I mean, it's all scripted. It's not... Nothing would ever be not scripted. I have to go wake up in 4 hours. Ravens can't close. Mahomes is the best quarterback we've seen. Oh, well, yeah. Mahomes is probably the best quarterback we've seen in a long time. But, like, this year he's having a rough year. Yeah, Bills, I'm going to go to bed soon, too. I wasn't planning on sticking around so long. How long before Dart starts? I think Russell Wilson's got at least, like, 2-3 more weeks starting. We'll see what happens. Josh has 0 weapons. Lamar has elite running back and wide receivers. All Josh has mid players. I don't necessarily think Lamar Jackson has elite wide receivers. Is Kalshi deleting my comments? They must be. Goated. It's not popping up. Trust me, I would love to read whatever you have to say about Kalshi. There must be something in YouTube's like algorithm that keeps you from saying shit. Justin looked great today. Got me so hyped. If they would have won that game, it would have been great. It would have been an awesome day. Need to shower and sleep. Josh makes trash players look great. We need a good season desperately. No, Josh Allen does the most with what he's got for sure. I agree with that. Yeah, guys, I am gonna hop off tonight. I'm gonna go live tomorrow, a little bit before the Monday night game, and probably after it too. I'm enjoying this, guys. If you don't follow me on TikTok, it's at FlavorFlay. If you don't follow me on YouTube, it's at Hey It's Flay. I gotta change them so they're the same. It's a little bit confusing, but I will have a full video breaking down the Jet game tomorrow. It was a mess, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Wait, hold on. Do the last time. Kalshi is scummy as fuck. They pay influencers to sponsor them while also paying them to post fake bets. Oh, yeah. A lot of these companies do that, Goated. A lot of these bets are not real that these guys are putting up. Again, everybody who has fucking, like, real money, anybody who's, like, a wealthy person, isn't spending every single day in a fucking casino. Isn't spending every single day gambling like a maniac. Like, that's such a fake thing. They prop these people up to make it look like they're living like they have guys like driving around with Lamborghinis playing on RainBet. Like, that's not how that works. It's a fucking disaster what they're doing. That's every company. No, I know. That's how they get people into it. Hit the buzzer beater there? Yeah. It's so unethical. It's so unbelievably ridiculous. Yeah, is it fun to fuck around and bet on sports? Sure. Like, I like to mess around, but like, nobody, that's not anybody's full-time fucking gig. Like, these people that like, they all they do is sit in their fucking living room and watch games and bet on them, have money somewhere else. Are probably like trust fund babies for the most part. But yeah, guys, I will see you tomorrow. I gotta go to bed. Appreciate you guys stopping by.